In this challenge, I'm taking just one free weekly drop and trying to turn it into a pair of factory new dead hand gloves. And for this series, I'm explaining every step of the way so you see exactly how I do it. Last episode, we took our balance from $15 all the way up to $60, but after an unfortunate dry streak at the end, it dropped back down to just $35. So we need to get back on track, and honestly, the ending is insane. Holy shit! This is not real. It took me a little while to find the first trade up for this video. Sitting around the $30 mark, I didn't want to do anything too risky, but still wanted decent potential for a solid gain. Coming off the 50-50 streak, I was feeling pretty annoyed, so that didn't help. But after a lot of contracts that looked good on paper, and then just had no available items at the required floats, I came across this one, 10 StatTrak SCAR 20 Trailblazers with an average float of less than 0.0577. This skin is actually float capped at 0.7, so it gets scaled up for our outputs, and we need the M4 turbine to fall under the factory new threshold for this contract to be profitable. These are the skins I was able to pick up for a total of $14.29. 40% chance to profit, but even two of the losses are only $2, so I figured that wasn't a bad place to start. Oh, nice. After the 3 losses in a row, we needed that. This video's sponsor, SkinSwap, is giving you a skin worth up to $50 entirely for free whenever you do your first trade and use my referral code. If you want to refresh your loadout, you can trade your skins for brand new ones in just a couple of seconds. Plus, their market tab now integrates cheap listings from Chinese sites so you can access the best prices without the need for a Chinese ID or bank account. They accept deposits via crypto, MasterCard, and Visa. If you want to cash out, SkinSwap makes that simple too with instant sell options to PayPal or crypto. On top of that, they run free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways with the chance to earn extra entries simply by trading. Use the link below for a 3% lifetime sales bonus and a free skin worth up to $50. Big thanks to SkinSwap for supporting the channel. Back to CS Delta to look for our next contract. I actually stumbled back on a trade up we already did last episode from the Kilowatt collection, aiming for a minimal wear Black Lotus, but I just couldn't find enough inputs. I even tried the non-StatTrak version, which is a solid play. Oftentimes, if the StatTrak contract is profitable, you can try the normal grade skins as well, but I came across the same supply issue in this case. I then found this CS20 collection trade up. Super simple, just 10 MP5 agents under 0.1127. I figured that float shouldn't be too hard to find, and indeed with a couple of lower float fillers like these 0.1 inputs, I was able to average out the contract for $19.20, as I purchased all the inputs on TradeIt for the same price. Both are AUG and P90 profit. Funnily enough though, I actually think a few months ago, the Hydra would have been the best outcome when all the MP9 skins were getting pumped. So it's a good reminder to take a look at the price charts of the potential outputs to ensure you're not relying on a price spike to be in the green. We actually want an AUG for once. Alright. We'll take that. It's not bad at all. This next trade up I've actually run before, although from memory it was using 0.11 float inputs to try and get minware outputs. This time around we need roughly 0.055 averages, which scales up for both the M4 and Glock. My luck in the past has actually been awful with this collection. I think I've hit the Glock about 4 times in a row on these 50-50s, so hopefully that changes here. A $14.76 contract, and we're looking for that sheet lightning. Seems like I've broken that curse. Now I want to quickly mention that this video is not professional financial advice. CS2 skins can be highly volatile. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and trade-ups are all about statistical expected value, so even with a positive EV, nothing is guaranteed. Please do your own further research and consider your financial position before making any decisions. Now to be honest, at this stage in the challenge, I really wanted to find a contract I could just grind out a little bit. If I could find a combination that had 50 or more plausible inputs, I now had a bit of leeway at the $50 mark. And it just so happened that the Clutch collection came in clutch. Now I did have to confirm the prices of this StatTrak well-worn AUG. The cheapest listing was indeed $4.83, but the highest buy order was only at $3.79. So I made sure to edit that to get a more realistic EV. There was also flexibility to swap out the UMP for the Nova Wild 6, which shares the exact same 0 to 0.8 float range at a similar price. So all in all, I was able to source inputs for 5 of these contracts. The first came in at a total of $4.86. You might think, why do I bother doing these cheaper trade-ups when I've got $50 to play with? But at 154% profitability and with lots of inputs available, it seemed like a decent choice. Plus $6 for the AWP, plus $3 for the USPS, and only -1 for the AUG. So as long as we don't get 5 AUGs in a row, I'm thinking we shouldn't do too badly. Let's see number 1. Of course. AWP Mortis, nice. Personally, I really like this. I really like this skin. I actually rock it in my loadout. Really underrated. Trade up number 3. Let's see it. Number 4. Boom. Please. No more AUGs. We want to see that Mortis to finish it off. Well, that was pretty unlucky. But with the 1 AWP hit, we were still up about $2 after those 5 contracts. I then came across this, 0.224 stat track Tiger Moths from the Revolver collection, giving us a 33% chance for the Minware point disarray. After playing with the floats a little bit, I put together this $12.92 contract. We used 4 different restricted skins from the collection, but all share the full 0 to 1 float range, so it was super straightforward. Not the best overall EV on this one, but if we can hit the AK, that would be huge. AK point disarray. I remember having one of those in my loadout back in the day. Oh, let's go. Finally, man. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Moving on, I found this contract with a 50-50 split of Revolution fillers in field tested, alongside battle-scarred Genesis classifieds. The nearly $50 of potential profit from the Oligarch caught my eye. And while overall the 50-50 trade-ups have not gone our way yet in this series, I wasn't going to lose hope just yet. Plugging in the search filters, and I quickly realized there was no shortage across a number of sites. The first contract here cost me $45.92, 125.5% EV with an average profit of nearly $12 per contract. That looked pretty good to me. If I could hit an AK early, that would let me rebuy inputs to repeat the setup a number of times. Please, Gaben. AK Oligarch. We go again. Come on, Gaben. Alright, alright. We will take that. We just need to get 1 AK. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! That is huge, guys. That is absolutely huge. Can we line up the AKs? This would be absolutely insane. Alright. Don't want to get too greedy, I guess. So obviously the last couple of contracts, I was focused on those P2000s and the Glock Mirror Mosaic primarily. But of course, could swap it out for the UMP Wildchild or the AWP Ice Cold. This trade I think was a couple of dollars more expensive, but I thought it's still looking positive overall, so let's run it again. Bang! Oh! Another AK Oligarch! Wow. Absolutely worth the $2 extra. Absolutely worth it. Now the question is, can we go for number 3? This would be just ridiculous at this point. 3, 2, 1. Holy sh**. This is not real. 3rd Oligarch. The Genesis collection is undoubtedly my favorite. No bias. The trade-ups are now costing us $10 more per contract than at the start, but hey. We've been on a roll, so I decided to give it one last shot. I'm actually speechless. What are the odds of hitting that 4 times in, I think, 7 contracts? Wow. I think by this point, I'm just speechless. Trade up number 8. Tamukau. We're praying for another Oligarch. I think I've just used up my life's luck with today's trade ups. This is not real. This is absolutely not real. If you've made it this far, I've got something for you. I'm giving away a factory new survival knife tiger tooth to one of you this month. To enter, just like the video and leave a comment including the word tiger. I'll be picking the winner on April 30th. Good luck. Those 9 trade ups boosted our total balance by $178, bringing our total up to $244.90. I was not expecting that, and I'm not sure I'll be able to top that streak again. But if you want to see the next stage of this journey, be sure to subscribe. And recently, I've been running a simple CS2 skin strategy that generated profits almost every day. So if you want to see exactly how it works, check out this video next. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.